one, Ron put out $600 a piece and all that, or giving it to, you know, the programs that actually help, like support service. Because in here, we're supposed to be helping the federal, it's got that federal poverty guideline, 185%. Define that, because they put 40,000 on there, $626. Is that who's eligible for this? Those ones? And anybody making more than that? You know, that's a question that needs to be answered regarding the federal guidelines. And I don't see anybody else with this guidance here from the U.S. Treasury. That's due diligence. Your elected officials, do your due diligence and tell our people what this is. You know, instead of playing politics. You know, do your job. Why are you sitting here, you know? You make it easy to say, let's pay it out, you know, when these guys are living with this condemned trailer. There's 6 tacos in there, like little steps like this, 6 of them living in that house. They need a new trailer. It's a health issue. These are all health issues, you know, and listen to these. We heard one, and there's others that are working. You know, they can't make it here, but they said to speak for them. Like Denise Lafferty, Kim Baker, Black Moon, and Kendra, they're working. You know, but they want to express that they need a home. You know, so that's what Tracy needs to understand regarding District 1. We barely got these minutes. When they asked for them, we finally got the minutes, Ted. And now that legal question on the floor in the record, you know, are we going to violate due process here by doing this? And then a constitutional question, when we assign duties like this to the officers, that shouldn't be a conflict of interest. And that needs to be clarified. So Vice Chairman, if you could let me call in too at noon. What a time to have a medical, but you know, this issue, we finally get it on the table, but it's not everybody's at the table, which I'm very disappointed in, because maybe we should wait for Ryman. Ryman could get everybody here regarding District 1. We can't just pass this up like it's nothing, man. We can't do it. It's going to be a legal issue. Let's do it right. Let's give these guys due diligence and good faith that applied, and some of them need a home right now. They should have had these homes now. And they're shovel ready too. They're ready. So I don't know about the other districts, but now it's, you know, you made it into a political football. Reminds me of that $500 pay for the jab, you know. And then another 500. So the one that did that kind of, is 1,000, you know. Now how many people got hurt by that vaccine? The other side of the coin, the reality of it. You know, some of us speak of reality, you know, and some don't.
Okay.
So the reality of it, District 1 did their job. Let's hear them out. And I think those ones that condemn trailers, they need to have housing right now due to the health issue and those tacos that are in those homes. Due diligence, I call for that. And let's hear them out, Vice Chair. And have him bring in the 13 and the 6 ARPA board members. Let's go over that with them, with the attorney sitting right here, Tracy. She's the one behind all of this. And Derek is very instrumental, but he's not here. But he got the job done. I commend him for that. He said he'd bring in homes, and he did it for 5. District 1 did our job. So you gotta hear them out, council and executives.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Indowitz.
I gotta DD Ma out of here now. So
All right. Safe travels.
They gotta trim my hoop and put a new shoe on. Nachtaka again. Pilamalo.
Ms. Haskell.
Thank you, Mr. Vice Chair. Good morning, everybody, general, public, executives. We all know where District 4 stands on this matter, Mr. Vice Chair, but in the meantime, while we're waiting, could we get on with district minutes so we could get our people's work done? Thank you.
I'd like this to roll, anything that has to do with ARPA, just hold it up and take care of the rest of the motions in the district minutes. Mr. Moran, you have other than ARPA things in there? Okay, hold on, let's finish these old ones first. We have District 3 minutes of October 15, 23.
Just had two, the whole quorum.
Mr. Chairman, there's other motions after that motion for distributing that money.
Yeah,
They all pertain to the same thing.
they all pertain to ARPA?
So
Or the
I
trailers?
just should wait for that.
Well, hold on them then.
Thank you.
District 3, October 15th, 23. Do you have the minutes?
October 15th, 2023, regular meeting for District 3. Opening prayer was by Mr. Willow. Call the meeting to order at 4:09. And it looks like the first motion has been done. Is that right? Does remain a motion, the remaining of the ARPA funds. Well, there we go again. It's back to ARPA. Mr. Chairman, why do we keep dancing around and kicking this ball down the road? That's all we're coming up with is ARPA, ARPA, ARPA. Are we ever going to sit down and discuss this and get it over with?
As soon as we get a call from Ms. F here.
This has been going on for 2 years. I don't understand. And we finally got some representatives that want to sit here and discuss this. And we're going to kick it down the road for another day. Another hour. All right, we'll move on down the road. Amanda Washburn made a motion that the District 3 reps are mandated to be at the district meetings. Ira Hayes seconded the motion, voted 13 yes and 3 no. That's my motion. Okay, I guess
That'd be an in-house motion.
that'd be an in-house. I welcome the mandate. If they so choose to have me attend their meetings, all they have to do is call and ask. For sure, we'll make that possible. I do enjoy going to district meetings, but that is the people's meeting, and when they invite me, I will come. Okay, we'll move to the next one. Marino Woloki made a motion to the tribe to help with a transit pass weekly to get business done in town. LeBay Hayes seconded the motion. Motion voted 14 yes and 1 no, 3 not voting.
12 for. Next motion, Mr.
Thank you, Chair. Next motion was Iris Eagle Chasing made a motion to have the tribe sanitary landfill come pick up the trash and pick up all the trash around the Cherry Creek Community Building. Amanda seconded the motion. I believe we'll just consider that as an in-house. I came by this morning, everything looks good down there, so. But we can never have enough cleanup, so. Next motion, Iris Eagle Chasing made a motion to have Housing Authority come in and test the homes for meth, spray for cockroaches, and inspect the homes. Desiree Demery seconded. And 15 yes, 3 no. That's my motion as district.
We have a motion and a second. Motion by John, second by Kelsey. Mr. Kessler?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Next motion, Iris Eagle Chasing made a motion to reopen the nutrition center in Cherry Creek Community and include internet services at the nutrition center in Cherry Creek for District 3 to have meetings and utilize the internet. Sylvester Woloki seconded the motion. The motion vote was 15 yes, 3 no. That is my motion.
Would it be to refer it to the Nutrition Center Board?
Nutrition Center Board and also to budget.
So we have a motion by Mr. Kessler. Do we have a second to refer to budget and second by Mr. Dupree?
Discussion?
I don't know all the names. They have a board.
Nina Fiddler.
So we have a motion and a second to refer all four.
Discussion?
Or discussion?
Thank you.
We don't usually discuss.
Well, I
their
just wanted to give an
referrals.
update. I know it's necessary to work with nutrition to get back in the community, but we do, hopefully, with these nice couple of days that are coming up this week, they're gonna begin to dig the foundation for the new community building in Cherry Creek. And the building's built to be brought in sections. So hopefully by mid-December, end of December, somewhere in there, we can get to looking at having a community building to have these functions in. So just an update for council.
Awesome. So now I'll call for the question, all four? 11-4. Oh, 10-4. Mr. Russo's not there. 3 absent. Mr. Kessler?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The next motion is by LeVay Hayes. Motion for support services to be more convenient with the elderly food vouchers and for them to get it the same day they apply on the 20th of every month. Iris Eagle Chasing seconded the motion, voted 16 yes and 3 no. Motion to refer to support services and Mr. Treasurer.
So we have a motion and a second to refer to support services and the treasurer. Let's call for the question, all four. Oh, we got a motion. And who seconded it? Second by Mr. Rose, sorry.
For support services to be more convenient, it's the second one from the bottom.
Refer to the treasurer and support services, right?
Yes.
So again, I'll ask for the question, all four. 11-4. Mr. Kessler?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The next motion is by Kathleen Eagle Chasing for support services to come to the communities once a month prior to the date for medical appointments and elderly vouchers for the intakes for the applicant, so the applicant doesn't have to go into town to apply. Ira Hayes seconded the motion. Voted 17 yes, 3 no. That will also be a motion to refer to Support Services and Mr. Treasurer, and hopefully through collaboration with the new community building, that these are the services that will be provided.
Second. We have a motion by Mr. Kessler, second by Mr. Dupree. Discussion? Go ahead.
In our Human Services meeting, there was a motion that other communities can apply their applications over the phone. But that's coming out of Human Services.
Yeah. So there's a motion, still a motion to refer to Support Services and the Treasurer. We'll call for the question, all four. Are you guys voting? $11. Mr. Kessler?
Thank you, Mr. Vice Chair. Next motion, Amanda Washburn made a motion to put a house or security building out at the 2 C-stores so that it would eliminate the break-ins. Mary Smalls seconded the motion. Vote was 15 yes, 3 no. Motion to refer to Credco.
I have a motion to refer to Credco. We have a second by Mr. Dupree. All four? 11-4. Mr. Kessler?
Thank you, Mr. Vice Chair. Next motion, Marina Woloki made a motion for the BIA to come in to put speed bumps back in the communities of Cherry Creek at the entrance of 11, 12, and 6. Amanda seconded the motion. Vote 15 yes, 3 no. Motion to refer to BIA and Housing Authority, as well as Tribal Transportation.
We have a motion. We have a second by Mr. Dupree. Call for the question, all four? 11-4.
Okay, the next motion is by Ira Hayes, made a motion for CRST Animal Shelter Control, come out to pick up stray dogs out at the communities. Marina Woloki seconded the motion. Vote was 17 yes, 3 no. Motion to refer this to the animal shelter as well as Game Fish and Parks and Administration.
We have a motion by Mr. Kessler, second by Ms. Haskell. Call for the question, all four? 11-4. Mr. Kessler?
Thank you, Mr. Vice Chair. Next motion, Sylvester Woloki made a motion to have Support Services be professional and get customer service training. Ira Hayes seconded the motion. Motion to refer to Support Services and Administration. And Mr. Treasurer as well.
So Support Services, Admin, and Treasurer. Second by Kelsey, or Ms. Haskell. Call for the question, all four? 11-4. Mr. Kessler?
Thank you, Mr. Vice Chair. Next motion, Marina Woloki made a motion to bring the tri-state big water bottles back to the community for the elders for drinking water. Desiree Demery seconded the motion. Vote was 17 yes, 3 no. Motion to refer to administration.
Call for the question, all four? 11-4. Mr. Kessler?
Thank you, Mr. Vice Chair. The next motion was motion to adjourn at 6:09. by Amanda Washburn, seconded by Mr. Hayes, 17 yes, 3 no. And that concludes the minutes for the October 15th regular District 3 meeting. Thank you, Mr. Vice Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Kessler. I have October 31st, District 5. Where are they? Mr. Brinkman, you want to present them? You got him? You want to present him? Thank you.
Okay, the District 5 minutes, Tuesday, October 31st, 2023 at 7 p.m. Chairman Derek Bartlett called the District 5 meeting to order at 7:45 p.m. Opening prayer by R.J. Lawrence. There were 19 people in attendance. Motion by Joseph Whiteye, seconded by Albert Spotted Bear to rent the CRST motel for 2 hours for $25 an hour. 8 yes, 2 not voting. Motion carried. So was that paid? Motion to refer that to the treasurer's office?
Yes.
I got it right here.
Okay.
Okay. So go on.
Yeah. It's been taken care of, right?
Okay, that's been taken care of by the tribal treasurer. Motion by Albert Spotted Bear, seconded by Cindy Shad to hire and pay Sydney Dupree as acting secretary for October 31, 2023 meeting. 9 yes, 4 not voting. Motion carried. Has that been done?
No. We have to take action on it, right?
Okay. And that'll be my motion.
Okay, we got a motion. We have a second by Mr. Brinkman.
It says here that Paula May Highbear called in sick and could not make it to the meeting.
Thank you, Chairman. I just wanted to bring to your attention that I was informed that Ms. Sydney Dupree moved to Badger Park. So I don't know if anybody's aware of that. And I don't know if she mentioned it to any of you guys. But I believe it was like in September. So I don't know if you want to call and verify. And maybe she didn't know that she was in District 4. So,
Mr. Chairman, Mr. Vice Chairman, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
As a council representative, I still say that she carried out a duty and a service by her district. These are the people's meetings, and the district did make that motion. Do you know what I mean? So we should honor the district's request because she did do the minutes and for the district. That's what I think.
We do have a motion and a second. We'll call for the question.
Bryce Underwood, absent. Steve Moran,
Yes.
Ted Knife Jr.,
Yes.
John Kessler,
To pay her, to pay Sydney.
Yes.
Kenrick Dupreez, Sharon Lee,
Yes.
Mary Miller,
Yes.
Kelsey Haskell,
Yes.
Thad Rose,
Yes.
Derek Bartlett, absent. Francine Hall,
Yes.
Joe Bringsplenny, Ronald Russo,
Huh.
Tuffy Thompson. Thank you.
12 yes, two absent. Motion carries, Ms. Hall, Mrs. Hall.
Motion by Diane Garrow, seconded by Cindy Shad to pay Arlen LeBeau / Brewer as Sergeant at Arms $100 to come out of District 5 budget for the October 31, 2023 meeting. 9 yes, 3 not voting, motion carried. That'll be my motion.
We have a motion and a second by Mr. Bringsplenny. Discussion?
Mr. Chairman, are districts allowed to have sergeant at arms? Is it listed in the Constitution that district meetings can have sergeant at arms? And is it in the budget for that?
It's coming out of District 5's budget.
But it's not a line item, is it? It's not a budget line item, so to me, it should be referred to the budget committee to create a line item to do that, correct? Mr. Treasurer?
I believe they were paid out of the District 5 budget before. Right?
Okay.
Council
Just
meetings,
checking.
district council meetings.
Why does District 5 need a sergeant at arms? Okay, thank you. That's just asking.
So, Mr. Treasurer, can we please pay the Timberlake bill to have our meetings for 6 months?
May I ask why the other one that's free of charge is not being used? Why do you wanna
Well, there's
pay
not,
50 when you can use the Manor lobbies for nothing? But if that's what you want, you can do it, and we'll take it out of the district line item also.
seating is an issue. Chairs are an issue, tables are an issue. All of that is an issue when it comes to sitting up there. With 11 of us there, 13, that was, all I'm saying is if we're gonna pay a sergeant at arms $100, can we please pay District 4 to have their meeting space? Thank you.
Okay, can we get back to District 5 minutes? Thank you. We do have a motion and a second. I'll call for the question.
Bryce Underwood. Absent. Steve Moran,
Yes.
Ted Knife Jr.,
Yes.
John Kessler,
No.
Kenrick Dupreez, Sharon Lee,
Yes.
Mary Miller,
Yes.
Kelsey Haskell,
Yes.
Thad Rose.
Yes.
Derek Bartlett, absent. Francine Hall,
Yes.
Joe Bringsplenny, Ronald Russo, Tuffy Thompson.
Yes.
Thank you.
Eleven yes, 1 no, 2 absent, motion carried. Mrs. Hall?
Discussion, 27 homes that was given away by the ARPA board. RJ Lawrence stated that at the special council meeting, there was no quorum. Everyone was looking forward to the attorney being there and District 5 getting their answers. Motion by Jackie Dunn, seconded by RJ Lawrence, to have the ARPA monies and ARPA trailer homes on hold, to have a feasibility study done before anything is done that way. We can see the infrastructure we need. We need to know where everything stands and need to know solutions and options, and to have tribal projects chairman here at the next District 5 meeting. 9 yes, 4 not voting, motion carried.
We have a motion, we have a second. Second by Mr. Bringsplitty. Discussion? Oh, this is ARPA? Oh, we're gonna hold it up.
I think that kind of shows where District 5 is kind of flip-flopping there. Okay, motion by R.J. Lawrence, seconded by Cindy Shad to have Tribal Council meet with Alan Ganji and discuss land purchasing so that District 5 can expand. 8 yes, 2 not voting, motion carried.
We have a motion.
I think I would like to refer that to the probably land committee, right? Land and natural resource.
We have a second? He already had his hand up. So it's motion to refer to the land committee. We'll just call for the question, all four. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Okay, this next motion, it might be moot, by Jackie Dunn, seconded by Diane Garrow, to build a big playground for the kids near the new ARPA homes that will be built, used from any leftover funding from ARPA homes. 12 yes, 2 not voting, motion carried. Table that one.
Yep.
Okay, discussion. Crystal Highhorse had the floor, devastated. She came to the district for help. Her mother, Kobe Sands' home was recently destroyed in a fire, and her mother lost everything and was left with nothing. Motion by Joseph Whiteye, seconded by Cindy Shad, to assist Kobe Sands with a new trailer home up to $15,000. 9 yes, 1 not voting. Motion carried. I don't know what to do with that one. Refer to budget?
Is that your motion?
Yeah.
Motion to refer to budget, second by Mr. Bringsplitty. All four? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 for. Motion carried.
Discussion, Joseph Whiteeyes and Diane Garrow mentioned they would help plan a District 5 Christmas event. Lots of ideas were expressed. One idea was to open up the 7th generation cinema for Christmas movie, like the Polar Express for the children, along with Christmas drawing with a light meal or serve hot cocoa. And anyway, there was no action taken. Meeting lost quorum at 9:20 p.m. That's all.
Thank you. Have District 6 meetings October 18th.
Vice Chair. I know I can pull up the minutes on the internet or on a cell phone. Are we gonna do so District 5 minutes? They have more minutes too, don't they, from this other meeting? Are we gonna do? We're gonna go back to District 1 and start over? Yeah. We are? Okay. And you said it's October 18th meeting?
Yes.
All right, District 6 meeting held October 18th, 2023 in La Platte, South Dakota. Mike Bacher made a motion that during winter storms to have a front loader that are used to remove snow, come around and remove snow for residents. Also, for someone of legal consent of tribe, will be able to run the front end loader. Brother Mop and second the motion. Make that motion to refer to Roads Committee.
Do we have a second? Second by Mr. Thompson. Call for the question, all four? 12 for, 11 for. 1, 2, 3, absent. Mr. Russo?
Annie Walker made a motion for a house, second by Elizabeth Duchenel. Motion passed. That, make a motion to refer that to Budget Committee? Or do you want to refer it to Housing Authority?
Yeah.
Motion to refer to Housing Authority.
Okay, we have a motion. Do we have a second? Second by Mr. Thompson. And it's a motion to refer to housing. Call for the question, all four, it's a referral. Eleven, 4, 3 absent. Motion carried. Yeah. Yes.
So that was Ann Walker, right?
Yep.
So she's a prime example of Galen went and did an assessment on her house, and Galen reported back to me and said of all the houses that he went and done an assessment on, hers was the worst. So here's an example what I talk about where there's a house about 4 miles down the road, one of those hip homes that is sitting there vacant, boarded up with a little bit of, if the tribe could take that back, fix it up, Ann Hall would have a house, Ann Walker. You know, but there they sit because policy says that they gave it to that person. This one is just sitting there vacant. We got another one in Whitehorse that's just sitting there boarded up that we should be able to take back in that program with Connie LeBeau? The tribe should be able to take them houses back, fix them up, and then reissue them out to someone like Ann. So whoever's on Human Services, can you guys try to fix that and at the Human Services Committee and change policy? Thank you.
Vice Chair, to my colleague, we took action already to resolve that issue. I'm not sure what the status is, but we took that action probably back in February, March to find out which all homes are vacant, because it was brought to our attention that there's a bunch in Cherry Creek and they're scattered all over the reservation. You know, so I'd like to know what the status of that. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Kessler.
Thank you, Mr. Vice Chair. I know there's a lot of talk about the HIP homes. I know we do got several in our community as well. And we discussed this 3+ years ago. We was on the verge of putting the HIP program underneath the Housing Authority, as their name states, Housing Authority. And they're more than willing to tackle that project. That's something that the director of the Housing Authority sees as quite doable and would love nothing more than to have the opportunity to turn her crews loose to remodel them homes completely and put residents back in them. It's this body that didn't do its job and follow through with that action. So that's one action that could definitely cure this problem, and it needs to have serious consideration as we move forward. Thank you.
Thank you.
Chairman.
Mr. Russo.
So is this action done? The one for the motion we just took? If it is, I would entertain that action to refer that matter to housing. Would it be just to put that program under Housing Authority? Or would it be an action to refer to Housing Authority?
Hers was, Anne was referred to Housing Authority for housing.
No, the action for the HUD program or the HIP program.
We have to wait. Let's get through these minutes first because it's a new motion that ain't on the minutes.
Thank you.
So you can move forward with your
Next
motion.
motion, Patsy Bacher made a motion to put a rush on Barbara Roach's door to be brought down to let her, to residents and let her sons install the door themselves as soon as possible. Second by Wynette Lenzasource. What, I need to, where do we need to make a motion? To refer that to Galen or to?
Mr. So the day that this was brought to our attention, I did reach out to elderly support. I'm waiting for a response back to see if those were put on or if they had to, because remember, elderly support doesn't necessarily have any money. They don't have a budget, so if they were able to find the doors, they were gonna install them. I'm waiting for a response though.
Yeah, I have a constituent, Mr. Chairman, in my district that's been waiting for a door for 6 years.
Could we refer to elderly support with the assistance of Galen? Because if it's not taken care of and we can get the doors from Galen, elderly support will install them.
Motion.
Thank you. Second, still there.
So you want to refer to Galen
Move to
and
approve.
elderly support, right?
Miss Whitewell, what do you suggest?
Home repairs.
Motion to approve and refer to Galen.
This is, we have to, that'd be a new motion. Mr. Brings Plenty, and then Mr. Thompson.
I think real quick too, I think
Kelsey.
we need to think about putting some funds into the elderly program. They do a lot of good. They're hard workers, and our elderly really appreciate it. They need the material. They have some pretty, like I said, some well-rounded individuals there. So I don't know. They just kind of get overlooked all the time, and I just think that we need to support them so they can support our elders more efficiently. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Brings Plenty. So it's a motion to refer to the home improvement program, our home repair program and elderly support. Mr. Thompson?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Just something that you could do. There's a lot of times where we get calls, people needing help, private home, and a lot of times either Galen's busy or either our property and supplies busy. But you know what? We have a lot of, out in the districts, we have housing maintenance men. And I don't understand why, like this issue right here, why wouldn't Galen get in contact with the housing maintenance down there in La Plante? Because I know they're not doing housing stuff every day. I'm out there, I'm watching them. Why couldn't they go put that door on for Barbara? Yeah, it's not a housing authority house, but housing authority is a program through the tribe that should be providing services to our members, right? That's what I mean. We got to all start working together. That's an easy fix. Or call me and bring the door down to me and I'll go put it in. I don't know how to do it, but I'll figure it out. There's no reason why our members should have to wait months after months for something. Thank you.
Vice Chairman, just clarify the motion. It's to approve and refer.
Approve and refer to home repair program and elderly
Correct.
res runners. We have a motion and a second. Let's just call for the question. All four. Yep. Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I have to call for the question because it's to approve and refer. So the referral is approved. Madam Secretary.
Bryce Underwood's absent. Steve Moran,
Yes.
Ted Knight Jr.,
Yes.
John Kessler,
Yes.
Kenrick Dupreez, Sharon Lee,
Yes.
Mary Miller,
Yes.
Kelsey Haskell,
Yes.
Thad Rose,
Yes.
Derek Bartlett, absent. Francine Hall,
Yes.
Joe Brings Plenty, Ronald Russo,
Oh,
Tuffy Thompson.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, 2 absent, motion carries. Mr. Russo?
George Ironweed made a motion for a house, second by William Fielder. Motion passed. Make a motion to refer that to Housing Authority.
Motion by Mr. Russo, second by Ms. Haskell to refer the George Ironwing House to the Housing Authority. It's a referral, so we'll call for the question. All four? All four. Mr. Russo? Oh, this is ARPA again.
Chairman,
We'll
I
hold
just
off on that.
I want to read it into the record though. So
Okay.
Patsy Bacher made a motion to pay out $2 million ARPA funds to each member of District 6. Motion seconded by Elizabeth Duchnell. 21 yes. Motion passed. I just wanted to point out that, it's District 6 isn't even one of the biggest districts, but if you look at our recent district meetings, we have some of the most members and attendance. So these motions, these meetings under our district leadership are very empowering, and I hope that other districts are looking at that and seeing that they can get their districts more involved